Hi, I'm Amber from Amber's Craft Week blog, and welcome back to the Hey Day Challenge, where we go through various pages of the book Hey Day and do activities relating to them. Today we will be making period cases. So basically we're going to make a pencil case and then we're going to fill it with period products. So if you just want to use this as a pencil case tutorial, you can do that too. But if you want to make something to hold period products, then I'll show you how to do that. Now I imagine most of you watching this video are adults like myself, and you already have your own method for carrying your period products. However, this could still be a really cool project if you have, a younger relative who's just started their period, or it could also be a great thing to do to donate to like your local homeless shelter or domestic violence shelter. If you do want to make it for a shelter, I would recommend contacting them first to see if that's something they need. But menstrual hygiene supplies are often something that shelters don't get as much of as they need, so it could be a good opportunity for that as well. Now, as I've mentioned before, some of these pages I marked with little heart post-it notes when I was a kid because I was like, hey, that's a cool idea. I'd like to try it. This was one of those pages that I did not mark, and I would not have marked because I was absolutely mortified to get my period. But the reason why I wanted to do this page was as kind of like a thing for my old self. Like, kids shouldn't have to feel embarrassed to have periods. They are no fun, but they're a natural part of life for a lot of people. So I'm all about breaking down stigma and trying to make periods a thing that's, if not fun of course, but at least that you don't have to feel like embarrassed about. So this is my little gift to past Amber, a period products case. So the book says, yuck, your period. We know it sucks. Sucking all around. Amen. So hey, let's make super kick-ass tampon cases. Let's be proud of our periods. Or at least have a cool new accessory to tote around. Hooray! Get down with your tampons. Get your hands on a pencil case, any pencil case. Glue a small bottle of Advil to the side of the case or inside. Decorate. Think glue and pictures and glitter. Go graffiti style. Go mad. Make cases for all your friends. Decorate the inside with your handy dandy personalized little flowchart. It should look something like this. They have this little picture there. Go ahead and copy this chart and then decorate it up. When your period rears its ugly blood spurting head, yuck, mark the date down in the first box. When it's over, make a note in the second box. Slash the chart inside your new tampon pain meds case and voila, you are one organized, prepared, and stylish menstruating babe. Power to the posse. And then they have a little note. Oh, and if you're lucky enough not to have gotten your period as of yet, make one of these as a present to yourself as a sort of future, hooray, I got my period, oh joy day gift. The end. Period. To make the case itself, we only need 3 different things. We'll need some duct tape in a fun pattern of your choice, a Ziploc bag. I'd recommend a freezer bag, but I didn't have any of those on hand, so I just used a regular one, and a pair of scissors. Now, if you've been following my craft blog for a long time, you may have seen essentially the same craft before when I did a duct tape pencil case. This is the same idea, but this time around you're getting a video tutorial instead of a written one. All we're going to do is take our bag and just cover it in duct tape. So we're going to take our duct tape, and cut off a strip that's a bit wider than our bag is. Then we're going to go ahead and line it up at the top right underneath our zip seal. And we're going to take the excess and just fold it over onto the back side. We're going to cover that up later when we do the back of this. So depending on your preference, you can either just add strips or you can line them up carefully along the bottom, which is what I'm going to try doing here. So now that we're at the bottom, we've cut this strip and put it down, and it's longer than we need it to be, so we're just going to go ahead and fold it over on the other side. kind of sealing the bottom. Now to do the back, what you can do if you want a really nice finished looking back is just cut out strips that are exactly the length of the bag and lay them down on top. I am not that concerned about the backside, so I'm not going to be as careful. I'm just going to go ahead and use a bunch of pieces of tape to kind of fill in the blank space, but you can make it as nice and finished looking as you want to. And now we have our finished pencil case. To make it into a period products case, we just have to add a few things. So from here, all we have to do are add some products to this little pencil case and we'll have a nice little gift for someone. The first and most important thing we're going to need are pads or tampons. If you know your recipient, you'll probably want to ask them what their preference is. If you're making these to give to a local shelter or a group, tampons tend to be a bit more popular than pads, but it doesn't hurt to include both because some people don't like using tampons, so you could always put both in the bag. Or you could have separate packs, make a bunch of these cases and have some with pads, some with tampons. Now another thing you may want to consider including are pain meds, something like Midol or Advil. However, there is a caution here, so if you're giving this to someone who goes to school and they're planning on bringing this to school, a lot of schools have policies against bringing your own medicine. So you may want to check with the school to see if that's going to be an issue, and you may have to leave that out or let your recipient know that don't bring this part of it to school, which is unfortunate because pain meds are a necessary thing when you're on your period a lot of times, and it's not fun to have to go to the school nurse or someone and be like, hey, I need this, when you could easily just carry it in your backpack. But unfortunately, a lot of schools have policies against that sort of thing. The book also recommended including little flow charts. I just photocopied the one that they had in the book. I'm sure you can find printable versions of these online. So if you're making these to give away and you don't know if your recipients have phones or not, then these could be a nice little thing to include. But if you know your recipient has a phone, you could also include the names of various period tracking apps. There are a lot of period tracking apps out there. I know Planned Parenthood has one. The one I'm using is called Natural Cycles, and that one also helps you prevent pregnancy or plan pregnancy. It's actually FDA approved to help you prevent pregnancy. So it's a pretty cool app, but there's all kinds of apps out there, and so just give a few suggestions potentially. And then the book doesn't suggest this, but having periods are no fun, so you could always include your recipient's favorite kind of candy or some other little treat to make it a little bit more fun than just here's all these period products. If I've left out anything you think is essential to a period products case, let me know, or if you have other ideas. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, I'd love it if you give it a like. If you want to see more videos in the Heyday series, then you may want to subscribe. If you want to see more crafts in general, you can check out my craft blog, amberscraftweek.blogspot.com. I have all kinds of crafts over there. Thanks for watching and have a great day!